This is Q Brown. I'm gonna do it's not really a review, but it's just my opinion on Little Women LA season 5, episode 6. Um, the episode starts off where it left off, where Tanya is telling her boyfriend, Inwin, Kerwin, that's his name, that she didn't finish getting her stuff. Tanya had one thing to do. You had this man break up with his current girlfriend and move from Texas all the way to LA, and all you had to do was end your business ties with your ex-boyfriend and get all your stuff. And even though I don't understand why, I get it because he doesn't want her to be connected to her ex-boyfriend. But why you just couldn't get all your stuff? Now you went ahead and ended ties with him, but why you couldn't just get all your stuff that one time? Like, why are you playing these games? So he's upset, but she calms him down. Then we find out that Elena gets to bring the twins home 2 weeks early because the hospital told them 4 weeks. She's getting them 2 weeks early. So she's happy, her and Preston, I think his name is Preston, and they're happy. The next scene, now, mind you, I wrote notes, so that's why I'll be looking down. So just bear with me. Okay, so now we get to Brianna and Tiara. Brianna is doing a photo shoot. I said Tiara. Tara comes. They do the photo shoot together, and Tara feels like she should tell Brianna what Tanya said to her. And I think that's really messed up. Like, that's your friend, and she only had a conversation with you. Why are you running around telling people what she said? Especially if you feel like she offended you. Like last episode and this episode, all Tara been doing is running to every single person, telling them how she was offended about this comment that Tanya made about Brianna, how she's offended. And it's just ridiculous. So now she tells Brianna what she says. And Brianna is just surprised that Tanya would even say that. So next scene, we get Jasmine. And Jasmine went to work to ask for more working hours, like more time, like more clients. Why, when you're sick already and you're only like 12 weeks, maybe 13, 14 weeks by the time this was taped? So why you asking for more work when you could barely handle what you're doing? But she needs to make more money because she decided that her husband is going to be a stay-home father. So now she got to make more money. But you're sick. You're weak. I just don't get it. But that's what she wants to do. Now, Brianna tells her husband what Tara told her, what Tanya said. And that was like the smartest thing that I've ever heard Brianna's husband say. And he's like, she is ignorant. She doesn't know any better. And that's what people say when they don't really understand and they're clueless. And I feel like it's wrong to tell somebody you need to have a small person because as I watch these shows, Little Women, ATL, and LA, all these girls has been saying is when you're have dwarfism, that is not really the healthiest thing that you could be, and you're always getting surgeries, you're always sick, there's always problems. So you shouldn't really wish that on somebody. And then on top of that, if that's not an insult already, Tanya is saying how she's weak and she'll let people push her around. And I just think that is messed up. And it's really none of Tara's business. It really isn't. I mean, me, if I was Brianna, I wouldn't even tell my husband. I mean, it's silly. If she had said that about me, I'd be like, oh well, I wouldn't care. Then Tonya is saying that she is stressed out and that she is getting bald on the top of her head. So she goes to the hair place and she brings Jasmine with her because Jasmine works in a hair salon. So she's sharing with her that she's getting bald on top of her head. So Jasmine tells her how she always had thin hair. And then I noticed that Jasmine is wearing a wig. And I'm like, all this time I did not realize that Jasmine was wearing a wig. I think the TV was up too loud. Okay, so Tanya is saying how she's stressed out, she's balding, she needed some hair to cover the bald spot, so that's why they was in the shop. While they were sitting in there, while the girl was getting her stuff together, she goes to tell Jazz how she's offended and she's hurt because of what um, Tara was saying about her clothing line. Now, I feel like she's not listening to what Tara's saying, and that she just on the defense. So now every time Tara opens her mouth, she just wants to be in the defense, and she's arguing and she's yelling, and that's just her personality. So when she went to go explain to Jazz, I just thought it was really weird that all she said was she was just this in my line and blah 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 and yin 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 and yelling. Why you didn't just say what she said? She said she didn't like the lotus flower, and then you shouldn't have your name written across your chest. Now, if she had boss across the chest, boss workout, boss lady, boss taking over, I think that would have rocked. But um, the lotus flower, maybe not so much. But anyway, whatever. So Jazz just stands there and listens, and um, she just talks about how her hair is thinning, and she understands. And like I said, wow, I didn't really realize that this chick was wearing wigs all this time. So Tanya and Chrissy are now friends, and I just think it's weird that since Tanya is not finding comfort with the ladies and agreeing with her when it comes to Tara, she goes to Chrissy, and Chrissy doesn't like Tara, so she's going to agree to anything that's against Tara, and she and Tanya couldn't wait to tell Chrissy that Jazz was pregnant. She just couldn't wait. At least um, Tara waited and didn't say anything to anybody for days, but you ran and told Chrissy as soon as you got the chance to. Thinking as Chrissy didn't feed into it, she was just like, "Oh, I'm so happy for her." So then Elena invites Tara to come see the babies, and then Tara's all in her feelings again. Like Tara wants everybody to do everything that she wants to do. Like she's still mad that she didn't want to go get the babies tested. Like that is Elena's prerogative. If you don't want to get the babies tested right now, she don't have to. Right now, the babies don't look like they have dwarfism. But if she wants to wait a little bit, let her wait. She didn't say that she would never take the test. Like, give her a break. Then Tanya X finally came over with a small little um thing with all her stuff in it, and then of course Tanya's boyfriend was happy about it. So that's what the episode was about. Until next time, smooches.